Do you know when you have an idea comes to your mind, right? And you think, that is ridiculous. Well, I had one of those this morning, and actually it's not ridiculous at all. So this is Saturday. I've had a really good idea. I'm going to go for it. So I've spent the large part of my working life in the Amazon sphere. So either with my own company selling in the UK and Europe, that's over £10 million worth of sales. I have spent a lot of my working life consulting for businesses that want to sell on Amazon. And I've spent some of my working life working for agencies that look after clients who want to sell on Amazon. So I sort of know quite a lot about Amazon, and one thing I do know is how to sell on Amazon. So I started my working life in a very large corporation. I eventually left that in 2007, really unhappy, pretty burnt out, just wanting really my freedom. And that's what happened. I became an e-commerce seller, and it completely changed my life. So I was thinking, I've given myself a challenge. I was thinking, what if I could make a tutorial? It's probably going to be about 15 minutes, something like that, showing people how you could be up and running on Amazon in 24 hours. I was thinking, is that possible? Actually, when I thought about it, it was. So this is this video. I hope you're excited. And actually, I'm doing this because if it can change one person's life, can give them the freedom that I've had, and the lifestyle it's brought to me, I mean, that would just be amazing. So I'm assuming that if you're watching this video, you are interested in having your own business, interested in selling on Amazon. I think if I was starting that now, I would just be saying, right, that I would love to do that, but how? I would just like somebody to unlock that magic key for me. You know, there's millions of YouTube videos. There's this and that. There's lots of claims out there. Wouldn't it be nice to just have, in a few minutes, from an industry expert, from an insider who's been on Amazon for years and years and years, this is how you can do it, and this is how you can do it quickly. So if you are one of those people, this is directly from me to you. This is a gift, and I hope you do really well on it. I'm not going to put this out on YouTube as yet. I'm not dressed for it. I've got none of the tech. I'm just in front of the camera, and I'm going to go for it. So you found your way to this little secret, and I'd like to know how you go as well. You know, if it works for you, please get in touch. So in we go. I'm going to dive in now. So there's a couple of ways to sell on Amazon. First is to sell your own brand. The second is to buy from wholesalers. So you're buying product cheaply and then selling that on Amazon. And this is the model I'm going to show you how to do. So just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, I've just pulled up a map here. This is a map of all registered Amazon sellers in the UK, all the registered accounts. So you've got two types, as I said. You've got resellers and you've got own branded sellers. The light dots are own branded and the dark dots are resellers. Okay, I did a calculation earlier. I did a little sort and or a little filter, I should say. There's over 13,000 resellers in the UK that are doing over £10,000 a month. You know, which is a good income. I mean, if you're looking at 25% margin or something, then that's £2,500 a month. And all they're doing is buying from wholesalers and selling on Amazon. They're not selling their own products. They're selling other people's products. And there's loads of them. Where are we? Round about London area, I guess. Yeah, round about London area. So Farrell Limited, 62,000. Ease 8, 28 grand. Perfect Days, 43 grand. So they're probably picking a category that they want to sell in and going and getting a mixture of wholesale products, sticking them on Amazon, and that's that. So there's actually over 13,000 of them. I'm going to show you that process. So you're probably thinking, how do I find a wholesaler and how do I know what to sell? So we can solve that in a couple of minutes actually. And I mean, I would say the single most important thing not to do is to guess with this, right? So a lot of wholesalers will be selling 4,000 different products. Like in the toys category, it's very, very typical that you've got loads and loads of different things that you can go and buy. Just remember that the important thing is not to guess because you'll buy the wrong stuff. So I'll show you how to find a wholesaler and buy the right stuff. Okay. So I've got to use a little bit of software for this, and I mean the tech is really important. I mean, I couldn't imagine doing this without this because you'd be guessing. And like I said before, it's really really important to your business that you buy the right stuff and you can analyze that. So I would say probably all of those resellers that you saw on that map, they would be using some type of tech to actually make sure that they're selling the right stuff. So this software is called Smartscout. So you need this to actually interrogate the market. Lots of people will be using this, and I'll show you how to use this today. So if you grab that software, grab the subscription for a couple of months, and just literally follow this path. Okay, so you've got a main dash, and you've got a brands tab. So click on the brands tab, and I've already done the search here, but I'm interested in the toys and games category. That's where I've historically sold. So you've got lots of categories there. So just go down and highlight that. And then the only other filter I use, there's loads of filters, but the only one I'm interested in really is this filter here. So it's the number of people reselling that brand. We just want to avoid the number one because the number one just means that you've got somebody manufacturing the products and creating their own brands, and they don't want anyone else to sell on Amazon. They're the only one doing it. Okay, so that's it. Filter 3 to 10. See what comes up. Sort by estimated monthly revenue. And go down the list. So here we go. So Pokemon, can't believe that. When I was 12, I was doing Pokemon. It's still going strong. Look at that. 2.6 million sales a month. It's incredible, right? So what we need to do is probably avoid the big brands, but let's just have a look down, find something interesting. Okay. Right, there's one here. Right, there's a seller called Hembrand, right? And their products are doing close to 600,000 a month on the Amazon platform. And we can see that you've got an average of 6.9 sellers selling their products. So that tells me that they are open to lots of people selling their products on the platform, right? So that's not too bad. It's taken us a couple of minutes to find a potential brand that we can sell. We know other people are selling it, so they must be getting it from somewhere, right? So next thing we need to do is just a little bit of research to see if in fact they are a wholesaler. So that's what we're going to do now. Let's just literally dive onto Google, type in Hembrand, see what comes up. So Hembrand Limited, toys, novelties, fancy dress, B2B distributor. Right, okay, UK based. You get free delivery on bulk orders over £150. Just to go and have a look at the products. Right, okay, so you can see it's a wholesaler. doing all sorts of stuff. And where it says B2B, that means that they're not selling directly to the customer. So just remember that expression, B2B. So typically, where you've got a wholesaler like that, they'll sell to anybody. You can register an account, register online, get your account up and running. Sometimes you can go live straight away. They won't do any sort of validation at all, and then you can start buying. Simple as that. So that looks like a good prospect. But you can see here that's a lot of products. I mean, just under. Let's have a look. Let's take wigs. Right. So, okay. I enjoy looking through, but the point I want to make about this is like, right, okay, which one am I going to sell? Because you don't want to buy, 24 Afro wigs, and there's just no chance you're going to sell them because for example, they might not be popular on Amazon. There might be someone else that's more popular. So we need to find a way of sorting ourselves out in terms of, okay, we're gonna buy five products, for example, to start. This wholesaler looks like it's got thousands of products, so this is the thing that's going to be make or break, literally, for your business. Which five? So then back to the software, we're interested in Hembran. We've established that they're a wholesaler that can sell to us. We've established that you can open an account with them online. We've established that you can buy £150 worth at a time because that's on their delivery settings. So you don't actually have to buy much to start, which is a good sign. But as I said, what to sell? If they've got 4,000 products, you've really got to know what to sell. And this is absolutely make or break. So if I click on the magnifying glass, on here you've got a tab called products, and this will show us, I mean, remarkably, actually what products Hembran are doing well on Amazon. Just make sure this is filtered by monthly revenue, which it is. So we could go and buy that product from Hembran. Was it Bubble Magic? That on the platform is selling £30,000 worth a month. These like water guns, £21,000 a month, and the list goes on. So you as a potential buyer from Hembran, you've immediately got a massive advantage because there'll be other buyers buying from Hembran without that software, buying completely the wrong stuff, and it will fail because they'll be buying stuff that just isn't selling on the Amazon platform. But you've got this information, so it really is a case of the statistics are king, and that is exactly how the successful players in the market do it. Right, so that is pretty much the hard work done now. So I'm assuming that you're okay to set up an Amazon account. So you just need to set up a seller account on Amazon, and then you get a portal called Seller Central, and then you can start adding products. It's important to add. I mean, the only advice I would give would be to enable what's called Amazon FBA. So that's fulfillment by Amazon. So basically, it means that you can send all the products that you bought directly to Amazon. So they'll give you a warehouse to send it into. You send it into Amazon. They do the picking, the packing, the shipping on all orders. They deal with any customer problems and they deal with any returns. So all of a sudden, you can see that there is a possibility that you don't actually have to handle the products at all. And there are lots and lots of wholesalers that will send directly to Amazon for you. So all of a sudden, you're sat there at home with your laptop. You could be trading hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of goods and not even seeing them, which is what a lot of people are doing. And it's a fantastic model because you don't need a warehouse. You just need a laptop. So let's have a look at this product. So we found a product. We know that it's really, really popular on Amazon and we want to join the party. We know that we can buy it from wholesaler and we've set up our Amazon account. So we click on this tab here. It's called the ASIN. So the ASIN is sort of like the Amazon part number, sort of like the Amazon's own barcode sort of thing. That's what that number is. But if you click on it from the software, that will take you to the live listing. So that's the listing on Amazon UK. And what we want to do, I mean, the listing's already set up, so you don't have to worry about putting in your own pictures or making your own descriptions or anything like that. I mean, this is actually a really basic listing. It's only got one picture. It could have 5. There's not much in the way of description, but don't need to worry about any search engine optimization because we already know it's really popular. Okay, so once you've got an Amazon account set up, I've copied the ASIN, click on our product, copy the ASIN, submit it, and if I click on sell that product, then that just adds my stock to that listing, and that is how you do it. It's literally as simple as that. And as I say, wholesalers can ship directly into Amazon for you. So all those bits you don't need to worry about. Don't need to worry about sending it yourself or anything like that. Amazon do have a fee for that, so you have to make sure that you're okay on the profitability side. But one thing I would say is that if you're a seller just starting out, you can sell up to £80,000 worth of goods without registering for VAT, which actually gives you a sort of secret unfair advantage over established sellers. Because, for example, on this one, if this one's selling for, hold on, let's see how much it's being sold for. So that's selling for £6.18, right? So an established seller would have to be collecting VAT on that, which is 20%. So it's £1.20, £1.20, £1.24. So they'd have to be collecting £1.24 on that, which is a big chunk of their profits. But up until that £80,000 mark, you as a business don't have to register for VAT, so you don't have to collect that. So that goes in your pocket rather than to the VAT man. I mean, it's mad, but that's a fantastic way to get yourself going as a business. So I probably did do that in nearly 15 minutes. That's my little Saturday gift to you all. If one of you becomes a millionaire with that, I need to know, okay? Because that's why I'm doing it. I would love to hear about successful ventures based on that video, and genuinely that is how a top professional seller would do it. And I think you'll agree it's actually not that complicated. It's just knowing what to do. So hopefully I've unlocked that for you. Hopefully, like, this is just like the little magic key that you needed. You know that you want that lifestyle. You can literally just sell from a laptop if you get the model right. I'm sure you're clever enough. It's just filling in that little blank, that little sort of successful seller secret, and I hope that that's what I've given to you today. So you need tech to do it. There's no way you're going to do this blind. Don't even try, because it won't work. Okay, you'll be at such a disadvantage to people that are doing it on a statistical basis. Okay, so most professional sellers will be using like the business version of Smartscout. So that was the software I was using. That's what I showed on the demo. But honestly, you can get away with this. Let's go on to we're already on the monthly. So $49 a month, so £40 a month. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, even if it saves you just one wrong purchase or something like that, on top of all the other bits and pieces it does, then it's sort of worth its weight in gold. And there's a link I provided underneath here. So I talk with various software companies, and a lot of them will give me my own link, which I basically bully them into any discounts they've got going at the moment. So the link that you see below, use that link rather than Googling directly. Use that link, that'll take you to Smartscout, and that will lock in the biggest discount they have at the moment. At the moment, you're going to get, I think it's like 3 months off, 25%. So that gives you, like 3 months to try it out. And of all the things I've shown you, that idea I had this morning of getting up and running in 24 hours on Amazon, I I do think it's possible. I think it's possible. So actually, if anyone does that, you know, let me know. And now I'm going to go to my Saturday night. I hope I've given some value.